ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
We got 4. We got 4.
On first down, it's gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hekker, on to punt for the Rams, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Check.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the 2-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator. coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution?
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Harvey. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Second and 1. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Todd Gurley and the Rams offense set to take over. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On first down, it's Harvey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Harvey. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Harvey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first and 10, Harvey. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a second and long. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go.
Back to throw. Harvey. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Operating from the gun, Harvey looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Third and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here.
On the ready. Go against the money. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On 1st down. It's Harvey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Harvey. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Everyone's got 56. Slam.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On 4th down, Harvey nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A gain of 3, second down. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, it's Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun on third down, Harvey. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Harvey. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of cover.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to